Thank you for coming back and listening to another episode of Endo Meets Us, the podcast where we talk about all things endometriosis, the raw, the real, the confusing, the emotional, and everything in between. Whether you're newly diagnosed, deep in the journey, or supporting someone you love, we're so glad you're here.
Hello.
Hi.
We're
here again. I know. Week 5.
Week 5. We've done so well.
So well.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of us.
I know, me too. Yeah. I always see the listens and I'm like, oh my God.
Same.
People are listening to us.
Listening. It's actually why.
I know, isn't it?
I was like, maybe like our friends, our family, that's it. There's people in like Thailand. Thank you.
Yeah, there's people I don't know.
People like all over the world. It's so nice.
People who don't know DMing us. I'm like, that's so good.
I know.
It's really
exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you've had surgery. Now what?
All the questions that you've got.
Because,
I feel like you're just kind of sent home and you've got absolutely no clue, especially first time round.
Well, you wake up and you have no clue. You're like, what just happened to me?
Yeah. And we have had a couple of people, especially you, Tarsh, actually reach out and ask this question. So we thought it was a really good topic to kind of jump on because it really is a now what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know, when the universe sends it to you and when we're like, what episode next? And it was like, well,
this was it.
This was it. So yeah, whether you're getting diagnosed with endometriosis through surgery, it can feel like such a weird relief. Like you're finally getting an answer, but then what's next?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you've waited so long for this answer.
Yeah.
And that's all you've been thinking about. And you don't think about the after.
Or what it actually means.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why we're here today, guys.
Yes, it's why we're here. So yeah, we just kind of wanted to unpack the after, all the confusion, going through the recovery, all the decisions, the grief, and the new kind of strength that comes with hearing the words, you have endometriosis.
Yeah. I think as well, when you are told that you've got endometriosis, it's right after you wake up from anesthetic and you don't remember it or you don't quite take it in. And I think that that's okay when someone comes and tells you that information, your surgeon, just take it and then we'll sit with it later.
Yeah, sit with it later. It's okay if you don't remember it. A lot of the time too, you don't know when they're coming. So they could, like the first time Henry wasn't able to be there, but even the second time he'd gone home for the night and she'd come to talk to us. So it's like you can't time it for when they're there in the room.
And it's so important. We've touched on this before about having someone else there to listen because it is just so much to take in and you're out of it for days. Like,
yeah, you really are. It truly is like a fog. And my nan is actually a nurse, so she did send me a lovely text to remind. She wanted me to remind everyone that the anesthetic can stay in your body for up to 6 months, which can cause brain fog and fatigue. So if you think you're crazy after surgery for that long, you're not.
So I think when they do come and give you that information, don't feel like, oh no, I haven't heard what they've said. I don't know what it all means. It doesn't matter. Because you'll have your post-op appointment and they will explain it way more in depth then. So don't get too stressed when they say you have endometriosis and give you all the rundown because you won't take it in then.
Which is obviously easier said than done, right?
Of course
you're sitting there and you're like festering with like the information. But yeah, even write it down.
Yeah.
Write down all your questions I wish I did that.
Even just make notes in your phone. And then my surgeon came back daily while I was in hospital and my last surgery just gone. And I asked him questions each morning and, so that's always,
nice.
And he'd always come in and be like, how you going?
Nice.
Did you get that?
I don't remember.
It was so nice. Every morning around 9 a.m. he'd come in and just have a little check on me.
Double check. Yeah. I had my surgeon and then I remember the day after I had the bowel surgeon. So like I was visited by
the bowel
someone
surgeon
every day.
Visit me.
Oh.
He's like, done with you, bye.
Yeah, done with you. On to the next bowel.
All the bowels are lined up.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess our point here is just to not get too stressed if you don't understand at the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard too because what you're not really told and what's hard to grasp is that just because you have the surgery, you're not cured. Like there's no cure.
Yeah.
You wake up thinking, okay, great. Like it's cut out. I'm done. Well, especially you after your first one. But then you're like, why? Yeah. And then you're like, why am I feeling pain? And like, but it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a cure. It's more just, how would you put it? It's like they cut it out, and some people do feel relief for a really long time, and that's amazing, and that's how it should be. But you also sometimes don't.
And that's okay too, but it can also be really soul crushing.
Absolutely.
When you realize that it wasn't the cure that you were hoping for, and you start to think like, my body's just letting me down.
Exactly. But, and there's this massive lead up to surgery, and you're like, okay, like 6 weeks to a surgery, and then I'm going to feel better and all of these things. And yeah, it's just, you just got to be really gentle with yourself.
Yeah, it can be really hard. And definitely after surgery, just focusing on recovery.
Yes, nothing else.
Nothing else. You're just going to get bombarded by even your brain, because you're sitting at home.
Doing nothing.
Your brain will just start wandering and being like, what's next? What do I do? Like, how do I heal this?
How do I fix this? What are all the things I can do and all the supplements I can take? And honestly, I think it's best just to lie there, be with yourself, be present, and focus on getting better, because like the recovery itself, like physically, takes months.
It's huge. Yeah, it really does.
I think you tend to forget because you've been in bed for a week and you're like, well, I've been in bed for a week. I've been resting. Surely by now I'm better. And you're not. Like you've had massive surgery.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. Huge abdominal surgery, the fatigue, like inflammation just in your body after they've like touched all your organs is huge.
It's huge. So I think physical recovery, I find it really hard to sit there and do nothing. I'm quite a busy person.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Yeah, I don't stop. But it's so important to relax.
It is really important.
And just be with your body, because it's such an emotional and physical toll.
Especially if when you woke up you did get news that you weren't expecting. Like obviously you probably get the news that you have endometriosis, but you might have got other news like you're waiting for test results because something looked abnormal, or for me like your fallopian tubes are blocked. Like I feel like in that recovery time also sitting with yourself mentally and checking in on your mental health and grieving, or just going through the motions of
and
feeling what you're feeling.
Yes,
allowing that time. Yeah.
Because I know so many of us, I mean, I definitely do it. I just bottle my emotions up and I just get on with it.
Definitely.
And it's not good to do that.
No.
You know, if you want to cry, cry.
Yes.
Like if you're feeling angry, feel angry. Like let yourself feel all the emotions, because it is just such a full-on thing to go through.
It is a lot. I do the same thing. I'm just like, where's the rug? I want to sweep it onto the rug and deal with that later.
I'm like, I'm so totally fine. And I'm so totally not.
Until there's too many things under that rug, and then you
cry
over it.
like literally over spilt milk. And it's like,
it's not about the milk.
I'm not crying about the milk. I'm really not. So yeah, I think that's definitely a learning that I have experienced in my previous 3 surgeries. Yes. Definitely in my 3rd one, I was giving myself much more grace, but it took me a long time to get there, to allow myself to just...
Yeah, it definitely takes a while. But you might feel the opposite too, and you get that diagnosis and you might just feel like a wave of relief.
Absolutely.
And that's amazing if you feel like that.
Yeah.
Sit with that too.
Definitely.
But yeah, I think it's really hard because you don't quite grasp what it means to have endometriosis until you really sit with it, and it can take weeks after until you really realize.
I don't think I really understood what it was even for a year after my surgery, my first one. I was just like, I've got endometriosis, but I didn't quite fully grasp what it was.
Grasp it.
I think honestly it wasn't until maybe my 3rd one that I was like, oh, I have a chronic illness.
It wasn't until our first podcast episode where I was like, wait, I have a chronic illness.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's more you don't want to think that.
Yeah. You shove it under the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so hard.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, if surgery doesn't fix you and you're not a completely new person, don't worry. You're not alone. And it can feel extremely isolating But
definitely. Yeah, the isolation can be real.
yeah, it definitely can be real.
But that's why we're here, because we are really wanting to create a community and people that you can talk to. Like, please, like we've said before, reach out to us if you've just had surgery and you're like, what do I do now? I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Our DMs are always open and we want to hear from you.
We really want to hear from you.
Yeah.
And just to help you navigate this journey, because it can be a lot, and just to know you're not alone. And hopefully to put words to what you're feeling, because sometimes you don't have words for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's also hard, to not be able to express what you're feeling.
Yeah.
So we hope that this resonates.
Exactly, because it usually is a feeling that you've not really experienced before. It's like this whole brand new feeling in your body. So yeah. And I think something else we really want to touch on is when you do go in for surgery, whether it's before or after, you do get offered a million treatment management options
by your specialist, by your GP, by friends that think they know, by family who think they know.
And then you get overwhelmed with all of these options, and a lot of the time maybe you don't want to do any of it, or you want to do all of it.
Yeah.
And it's too much. So that's something we really want to touch on as well today.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it can be a lot, because there's so many options out there, like so many.
I think as well, like my problem with all of the options is that they are just Band-Aids.
A lot of them are Band-Aids, but then sometimes you need a Band-Aid to get through that period of time. Like
that is a really good point.
But I think it is about stopping and being like, I shouldn't do any of these unless something really feels like it resonates with you. Don't just do something because someone told you, oh, I did this and it made me feel better, unless it resonates and you feel drawn to that.
Yeah, it has to align with you.
Do it, because it can feel like even your TikTok and Instagram algorithm, like you'll scroll through and it'll tell you to do this, tell you to do that, lemon water, juice cleansers, do this exercise for this, like see this person. It's so much. And I get so dragged into it, like my TikTok feed.
I actually try not to look at TikTok because I go down
it's a lot.
hole.
Yeah, you get into a rabbit hole and it can be a lot.
Like, I've got to do all these things. I have to change my whole personality because TikTok says so.
Yeah, exactly. It can be really hard, especially after surgery and trying to figure out what is next. It can be like, I joined a yoga membership meditation thing, which is like great, but I locked in for like a 10-week thing. I went twice because I went to my first one after the surgery, 2 weeks after surgery, and I was like, this is going to help me feel really grounded, because I wasn't feeling grounded in my body. And I hated it. I cried the whole way through.
You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And then I went back again the following week. I did the same thing. And it was like, actually, I wasn't ready. Yeah. And now I feel this way about it, where I'm like,
it doesn't work.
I don't want to go back. And
but it's because I
wasn't in the right headspace for it at the time.
I think when we said, it can take months or however long to recover, all of these things, like that was your headspace then. But now I reckon if you went today, you'd love it.
Oh my God, I think I would love it.
You know? So again, like you don't need to rush into anything, whether it is, a treatment plan or meditation or yoga or Pilates or whatever it is for you. You don't need to rush into it.
No. And things that you're like, people are like, it's just meditation and like yin yoga, like it's relaxing and calming for you. Just being in a different environment with so many different people.
Oh my God,
can feel so overwhelming and overstimulating. And you're also, when you're coming out of surgery, it's like you're protecting your abdomen. You're so scared someone's going to bump you like in a crowd or something like that, because you're like, I'm so vulnerable.
It's actually a really good point. I remember the first time even like going for walks or going to the supermarket. Like I was
scared of people.
Yes. Like feeling really vulnerable.
Yes.
And it took me a really long time to kind of get past that. So going to a meditation or a class of any kind, like that is so overwhelming.
So overwhelming.
But then again, if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Exactly. That just wasn't right for me at that time. I also just get overstimulated as a human anyway with like loud noises and lights.
Yeah. So. We need calm.
Yeah, I need calm.
And something that really helped me, for example, is I got in touch with this really beautiful naturopath who we're actually going to have on the pod in a couple of weeks. I'm so
excited to meet her. She sounds amazing.
Like a real life angel. Like if you just, like she's sunshine. I'm so excited to have her on. But she helped me dramatically just with even just talking to her. Like she's got this really calm presence and she also has endometriosis. So it was like having someone that understood me but also had natural ways to work around it rather than having to, you know, go on the pill or the Mirena because that just wasn't what I was aligning with. That I found just so helpful. She is
that's so nice.
Incredible. But, you know, that's something that can really, really help.
Yeah,
just having someone that can put you on some supplements that are really good for healing and calming and, helping with your diet and all of things like that. So, I feel like
naturopaths are great as well because they kind of match where you're at. Like they don't try and push you to do all these things. They're like, okay, you're healing. Like, let's just start gently. You can also say that to them. Like, I don't want to go crazy. I just want like one thing.
Yeah. I did this I think it was like a 6-week or I don't know how long it was, but it was a hormone kind of gut balance reset thing.
Yes.
And it was just incredible. That helped me so much. I think it was after my first one.
Yeah. That sounds so good. I feel like I want to do that. I want to do a hormone gut balance.
And when you meet her, you're going to be like, oh my God, I just want to talk to you all the time. Yeah. She's incredible. So that was something that really helped me. And another thing was recently I started seeing a dietitian, which sounds wild to me because I am such a health freak and I like love whole foods and everything. But I think I was so like focused on eating healthy rather than eating foods that were good for my body.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
it does
good
make
for what
sense.
my body needs.
Because also your body needs different things like healthy. Like even when I went to see actually my naturopath said this, like broccoli wasn't right for me because it actually is so hard for your body to digest.
And it can cause gas.
Which is painful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's all these things that kept happening similar to that I was just eating all these veggies and all these things weren't right. And this dietitian has been amazing in just helping me kind of cut back on all of the really, really health foods and just being like, we need a basic diet with anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's been really helpful. So there's little things like that you can also do.
Definitely. And I definitely do, touching on that, after surgery, a great food to have if it feels right for you and feels aligned, like soups.
Oh my God,
because your body, it's already broken down, easy for your body to digest, feels nourishing.
It doesn't need to overwork. And it's also easy to get rid of.
Yeah, easy to get rid of. Yeah. So if you can pre-batch soups or you have someone to make them for you and just pop them in the freezer for when you're coming out of surgery.
I completely agree.
So helpful.
Yeah, I even think like pumpkin soups and things if like a bit thicker because sometimes you feel like you want to eat.
Something hearty.
Hearty.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Henry, made pumpkin soup and potato and leek soup.
Yum.
I got addicted to. And like a cauliflower soup, which I hate cauliflower. So I cannot. Sorry, Mum.
Cauliflower mash.
Sorry, Mum. My mum used to steam the life out of cauliflower.
Oh, no.
So it was so mushy that I had this thing about cauliflower. And then Henry made me cauliflower soup and I was like, but he didn't tell me it was cauliflower. And I was like, this is amazing. And he's like, it's cauliflower.
And you were like, I hate it.
And I was like, this is like, I'm supposed to hate cauliflower.
But you like it now.
Now I still can't eat it like
as a floret.
No,
roasted cauliflower is insane. I have it in my lunch every day and I'm pretty sure I sent the whole office out. I started a new job this week and I got like the stinkiest lunch. They're probably
like, who is this chick? I think cauliflower is so fine, no? Or does it smell? I think it's fine.
I think it smelled.
I think tuna is like I'm a tuna eater in the office.
Yeah, it was like cauliflower tuna.
I'm in a pro tuna office though.
Same. Everyone in my office eats tuna apparently, but I haven't actually seen any of them eat tuna yet, so I wasn't sure if they were saying that to make me feel better.
Oh, because you're like, put it in. That's so good.
Stinky lunch girl.
No, actually one thing that you shouldn't heat up is broccoli. Yeah. Sorry, like in an office.
But I think cauliflower is the same. Like it just...
Yeah, I guess I don't eat cauliflower for it, so I don't know. I only eat it in mash or in a soup.
I'm going to air fry you some cauliflower for it.
No, my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
So anyway.
Sorry guys, back to it.
I feel like we're like...
I was just, I think like, another thing I want to touch on is that they will tell you, your surgeon will tell you that 2 weeks is enough time to take off work, and it's okay if it's not enough time. When I took some time off between my job, when I had my first surgery, I actually had to push back my start date 2 weeks because I got to the end of 2 weeks and I was like, I'm not going to be able to start a new job. Like I can barely do anything. And I was also so emotional and foggy. And so I pushed it back a week. And then that week ended up being another week. And they were so amazing and understanding.
Yeah, I really think 2 weeks is not enough.
Yeah, 2 weeks is not enough.
You might, my surgeon said like it's, you kind of you ride this roller coaster for quite a while. It could be months. And, you know, some days you actually might feel really good and you're like, oh, wow, I've woken up and I'm better. But then the next week you might feel really, really bad again. Yes. And that's really normal. So even if you are feeling better, even for a weekend, don't push it.
Yeah.
Because pushing it can make your healing longer.
And don't feel down when you do go, like have that dip in the roller coaster, because it can feel like you've taken 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. But you just have to remember you're still 1 step ahead of where you were.
Exactly.
So I say that, but it is hard when you're going through it.
So
but
hard.
Trying to remember that.
Even me now, like it's been 6 months since my surgery and I'm still feeling it.
Yeah.
I have pain most days at the moment, but I'm definitely having worse days and then better. And I think my body is still healing. So
100%.
It's just,
I think it's also remembering that you're probably overall having more good days than the bad days. But it is hard to remember that when you're in it. But yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not a lot. I mean, it took me 8 months till I finally started to feel like
I know,
a resemblance of even being able to go to a Pilates class. So like you just have to, it also depends how much they do to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see the little scars and you're like, you don't realize actually how much they do inside of you. Like you had someone shave your bowel. So
just think about that for a second. I know, it's so much.
It is a lot, but just I think our overarching message is it's okay to stop and actually take that time to rest. And if you do stop and take that time to rest, it will help your recovery down the track.
Exactly. And just, again, like allowing yourself to take that rest. Because I know this day and age, like we're all so busy. We're all just doing things all the time. And it is really hard. Like I even find on the weekends, I'm like, if I have nothing to do for a couple of hours, I'm like, what do I do with myself? You know, but it's so important to have that time. Important. It's just as important as like when you are feeling better and you're exercising, rest is still as important as exercise.
Exactly.
So we just have to remind ourselves that.
Yeah.
And I need to remind myself that.
Yeah. And I feel like most workplaces are very understanding, especially if you can work from home, like taking that 2 weeks at home to just completely rest, switch off from work. But then if you are in a position that you do have to go back to work, maybe you could work from home for the next 2 weeks and just be on the laptop.
Definitely.
Or like do a few hours here or there. But
Yeah, I feel like rushing straight back into full-time work after it is so full on.
It's very full on because you're so emotionally drained as well, which I don't think anyone prepares you for.
Yeah.
So that can be quite hard going back to your day-to-day routine and everyone else's life has moved on, like nothing has happened and they don't realize this massive weight that you're now carrying.
Exactly.
It can be a lot. And to talk to someone, like highly recommend going and seeing a therapist afterwards.
Yeah.
Just to talk to.
Yeah.
Or if you have an amazing naturopath that you can talk to.
Yeah, exactly.
But therapy has been amazing. A tool I've definitely used in the past.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I absolutely agree.
I guess on that, like, there definitely is like an emotional crash.
Absolutely.
It like might not be for a few months, but when that reality sets in and the grief over what endo really is takes hold, like you could be grieving like the dreams and plans that you had, your past life energy levels.
Yeah, your energy levels. No one talks about your energy levels. I feel like I used to be so energetic. Yeah. And now I'm energetic in the morning and then by the time it's like 2-3 o'clock, I crash.
You have a crash. Yeah.
I don't know if you're the same, but
I do. I'm good at like mind over matter. Sounds so bad.
You are good.
But I definitely, I find when I do take those moments and I do have like a whole day just binging a TV show, I do feel guilty in the moment, but I'm actually such a better person and human and friend and employee when I get to do that.
Absolutely.
So like
I
a
agree.
Sunday of rest actually does set me up for like a great week ahead, like a better human.
Yeah, I agree.
But I definitely get the guilt. But I think if you just reframe it as like I'm taking this rest so I can achieve more in the week.
Again, it's the allowing yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. If I don't have that Sunday afternoon on the couch, I'm like,
you need it. And learning your energy levels too. Like, in the morning, stack your day in the morning.
Yeah.
Because like in the afternoon, you've got to have that time for yourself.
Yeah. Like there's no way I could go to a Pilates class after work.
No, like you have to do it in the, Which I think is also just as human beings, we all have different ebbs and flows in our natural energy levels. Like some people are night owls and some people are morning people. And then when you add in a chronic illness, it's really important that you really listen to that. But yeah, I think that is a big one, the energy levels and picking your battles, I guess. I guess you just like, this is really important for me to go to, or this, actually, I'm just going to say no.
Yeah, learning to say no.
Yeah.
That's another thing that took me a long time to kind of grip to.
Yeah, well, it's hard because you're like, is this now like my life?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, well, you just get, it's like the new normal. Like you're learning yourself again. And you just be like, I don't want to go to that.
Yeah. Well, I do, but I can't.
Yeah, or you do and you can't. That's hard. It's also feeling the pressure to bounce back quickly after having the surgery. Like people want you to get back to work straight away. You have this mental idea that your body is going to be able to do the things and look like it did before, and it doesn't, and it takes a really long time
absolutely
to get back, or it's a new version of your body. I feel like people put a lot of emphasis on this after they have children. Like everyone talks about your body's not going to be the same as it was, but no one really talks about it after an endometriosis surgery because it's kind of the same. Like
Absolutely,
your body,
it is.
It changes. Like
I look at my body now compared to like a couple of years ago and like I do all of the same things and it's just different. My belly's different. Like I'm constantly bloated and it's just something that I'm really, really trying to get used to.
It's really hard. And also now you have these extra scars.
Yeah.
Like they stitched my belly button in like a weird way. So it just doesn't look like the way it looked before.
I have like 15 scars on my belly.
Oh, yeah, from all your surgery.
Yeah. And like they do heal over time. And you've given me an oil, which is incredible to put on. Yeah, that oil is so good. That is amazing. But it definitely... I remember the first time looking in the mirror after my first surgery, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's a lot. It can feel very vulnerable too. And especially with your loved one because you don't feel sexy.
Oh, yeah. I do not feel sexy ever.
Yeah, like you don't feel sexy. It can be painful to have sex. Then you don't feel sexy. Also, it takes a really long time to have sex again after having surgery because you do feel so vulnerable, like not let alone being scared of someone bumping into you, but like being intimate with your partner and being after surgery is like, no.
I know. It's really hard.
It's really hard.
And it really does hurt. Like sex hurts so much for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be so painful.
Yeah. I think there's like even 2 days in a month where I'm like, okay, we can have sex today because it won't hurt.
Yeah.
And then the rest I'm like.
And that's hard too because it's like you're like, okay, I feel good today. Like I feel so good. But then they can't instantly like turn it on. Like they might be like, I'm so stressed from work or like.
Exactly.
I don't know, other things going on. And you're like, come on.
Have sex with me.
Sorry, boys. But we definitely want to dive into an episode on this because I feel like there's so much.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely do an episode on that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it can feel like a lot, even bouncing back after the surgery and the financial stress of the surgery because you forked out so much money.
Exactly.
to have the surgery. Then you've got all these specialist appointments. And then if you feeling the pressure of having to go to a naturopath, meditation, eat all these clean foods, like it all stacks up and it can be a lot. So it is really important to just really stop, take your time. You do not have to have it figured out.
Exactly.
And it's okay if you're months down the track. Like sometimes we don't have it figured out and we don't know what to do next.
Exactly. That's a really good point. Yeah. The financial stress is a lot. It's a really
it is
really
a lot.
big one.
Yeah, it can be.
And as well, like if
stressful.
you're having to take more time off work and you don't have annual leave or you don't have sick leave, then that's unpaid leave on top of all of that as well. So if you're in that situation, I fully hear you and see you, because it's really hard to be in that.
That is really hard. And it's hard because, as we've said, like 2 weeks isn't enough, but we do know that that's not an option for a lot of people and they have to go back to work. So if you do have to go back to work, just be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
And take it slow.
And listen to your body.
I
think they didn't they, like in Portugal?
Yes, I did see that. You get
extra leave.
Yeah. You get a certain days a month. I think you get an extra 3 days a month just for
endo. Like that's incredible.
It's huge.
Australia, please do that. Can you imagine?
I know, yeah. It would be life-changing for a lot of people. A lot of people as well, if they're not in a workplace that is understanding. I feel so grateful that I'm in a workplace that
Me too.
really understands and they get it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, like I completely understand why people have to quit their jobs.
Yeah.
Because you just wouldn't be able to do it.
And then what?
Yeah, and then what? It's really hard.
Really hard.
Which I feel like is why building a support network is so important, and it can also feel isolating because there is a lot of trial and error. Like for you to find your naturopath, was it straight off the bat? Like you might have had
I actually found her... So I go to a Pilates studio called Mode, and I've been going there for years.
Very chic Pilates studio. I've just started and I love it.
I love it. I'm so into it. I've been going there for years. Anyway, they always hold like really beautiful events, like whether it's like a breathwork event or whatever. And this one night they were holding, look, I don't exactly know what it was, but I think it was something about women's hormones. And this woman was running it, and I went because I think I was just about to have my second surgery or something, and there she was in all her glory, like just this angel. And she obviously told us that she was a naturopath, and I think I messaged her the next day being like, I need to book in with you.
You're like, babe, I need your help.
I need you in my life. So that's how I found her. But I really believe like when something is for you, it will kind of connect with you. Yeah. So I think I really needed her at the time.
And you felt that in your body at the time. You were like, I need to reach out to her. I think that's really important to like connect with your body and feel those.
Going back to like the alignment and what aligns with you and for you, because like I had seen a naturopath in the past and I didn't quite align with her. And then I was like, oh, maybe that, naturopathy is not for me.
Yeah.
But it so is that we just had to find the right person.
Yeah, finding the right person at the right time is so important.
So I was really, really grateful to cross paths
so
with
nice.
her. I'm so excited for you to meet her.
I can't wait to meet her. I'm so excited.
She's incredible.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, building that it can feel isolating because you can go to someone, or like me going to the meditation and being like this should have felt amazing and I thought it was going to be something to help fix me, and it didn't. And Henry had such high hopes that I was going to feel better, and I just didn't have the heart to tell him that like that was traumatic, if anything.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, building your support.
So important to build your support network. Finding a GP you trust, specialists you trust, a naturopath that you trust.
Yeah, dietitian, pelvic physio.
Yeah.
And even online communities.
Definitely.
Or podcasts.
Yeah, like this one.
We really hope this podcast is helping you guys.
Yeah, we really do. Even like Instagrams, there's a few great Endo Instagrams. I'll link them.
That you mentioned Endo Girls blog.
Endo Girls blog is really great. They're very factual, and if you want to know like the facts, like the correct like definition on endo, any regulations that they bring out or new studies that they do, they're really on top of all the things.
I love that.
Love that. Endogram is another one. Bridget Huswaith, who wrote the book How to Endo, runs that one, which is also really great. Those are like the two top that I recommend. But there's also Endo Runner. She's another really great one.
I haven't heard of her.
Yeah, she's good. I'll definitely link it.
Link these pages for sure. I think that's really helpful for people.
I followed her because I wanted to start running.
I would love
she's a runner.
to start running. How does she
With
do
endo.
it? How does she do it?
Yeah, well, she has days where she'll run and feel amazing, and then she has days where she's in bed for like a week. So it's just, again, like the ebbs and flows of it. And
maybe the running is like choosing in your cycle when you go.
Yeah, when you can run.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Like you know in your body when it's
I can't even risk
okay
it.
for you. I'm too scared. After my first surgery, I tried to run and I definitely ignored the signs in my body to not run, and I just pushed it and it really just is not worth it.
I tried running a couple of months ago. I was like, I'm going to get back into running. I used to be a runner and years ago, and I was like, I'm going to get back into it. Like it used to make me feel amazing. And I went for a run, I think twice that week, and I had the worst flare up that lasted me forever. It was like I felt like my ovary had just twisted. It was just in this big twisted ball.
Yeah, just
and now
disconnected.
Oh my God, it was awful. So now I can't run. But I actually just tried spin.
Oh yeah,
last week, and I loved it. I know you hate spin. I loved it. It was like so good. I felt like I still had that high from a run.
Yeah, like you got that runner's high,
it was
but
low
in spin.
impact. But it was hilarious. Like obviously you can see yourself in the mirrors, and everyone's like doing their choreography, and it would have been so funny to film me because I was so bad at it.
Maybe I should just try it with you.
Try it.
I think I get overwhelmed by like the amount of people, the sounds, and I'm really someone that I feel a lot of energy. Like I feel everyone's energy and everyone's intense energy.
They're like, let's go.
Let's go. I'm like, whoa.
It was actually so funny. My friend Vicky was like, she was the trainer.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, like that, how'd you find that? And I was like, yeah, really good. She's like, yeah, we do a foundations class on Saturdays. You should go. So I was obviously like, so.
She's like, you need to go back to beginner. That's so good.
So good. So I'm going to do that because I actually, like the runner's high. I had the runner's high. Like I felt so good.
You feel so good. So
my legs were cooked.
Well, that's good you found some. Yeah, you came into Pilates with me afterwards.
like half an hour after. And as soon as I got on that reformer, I was like,
I'm like, you need to chill.
This is not a good idea.
And it was a really hard class too. Like it was so leg focused hard class.
It was so hard.
It's like she knew you did spin and she wanted to punish you
I
for trying something else.
That was last weekend and I didn't go to Pilates again until like Thursday.
Well, you were wrecked.
So
you were so wrecked.
But yeah, if you're trying to run, moral of the story is maybe try spin.
Yeah, maybe try spin. Yeah, when you feel like your body is ready for that.
Do not rush into that.
But yeah, I feel like, finding the things that connect with you, the people, the community is a great, if your loved ones are open to you educate them.
Absolutely.
So give them the book, How to Endo, share this podcast with them if you feel like it resonates with you, but just, so they can understand because they can't read your mind and what you're feeling. Yeah. They might not be in those appointments. So.
And also I think giving them some kind of resource like that book is really helpful, not only for them but for you, because I really struggle with actually talking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is hilarious because we're talking about it on a podcast.
Yeah, I know, right? Two people that don't.
But in a sense that like I don't want to be out for dinner with my husband and try to explain to him how I'm feeling sometimes, or
again, it's like not sexy. You don't want to burden them.
Exactly. So giving them a book or get this podcast, maybe that's really helpful.
Definitely, especially family as well, because they might not understand why you're cancelling plans or you can't do things and
why you're tired all the time.
So you might really be misunderstood and they're trying to understand, but they don't know how. They probably don't know how to ask, or they don't want to bring it up to you because they know it upsets you.
Exactly.
So if you don't want to talk about it, either the book or the podcast.
There are options.
Yeah, there are options.
Hopefully the podcast is your go-to.
Totally. I think, and then it's like the realization that you now have to live with endometriosis for the long term and what that means. And you've got to take a breath.
Yeah.
Like you just took a big breath.
You got to take a big breath.
It kind of feels like that, and kind of getting to know your body, I feel like does take a long time, but knowing when your flare-ups come, how to deal with them.
Like, I don't know, you probably get this too, but I will have warning signs. Like, I'll have a day of a warning sign and then I'll have a flare-up the next day.
Definitely.
And that might be I'm really fatigued or I feel a little bit like I've got a UTI, or I get I'm quite prone to migraines, but I might get a migraine. And then the next day I have a really bad flare-up. So it's like my body's almost warning me in its own little way, like, hey, we're not going to be okay.
Yeah.
And it gives me these little signs. And I think that's really important to try and learn within your body. Just
to recognize the signs and then communicate it. You can communicate it to your partner or your workplace and just say, hey, is it okay if I work from home tomorrow?
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes it also will just come out of nowhere and you'll feel so good. You might be out with friends feeling like amazing, and then next minute you're like
in pain.
I'm in so much pain. And that's okay too. But and
on that, like, I think tracking your symptoms is really, really helpful.
Very helpful. Even tracking your cycle can be really helpful to know, like, okay, my ovulation's coming up. I know ovulation is such a tricky time. So I need to make sure that, like, I'm prepared.
Exactly.
Those kind of things.
I have an app called Clue. It's a period tracking app. It's like $40 a year. And it's amazing. And every day it, like, checks in with you. It's like, how do you feel today? And a lot of the time I'll write, like, I'm having a flare-up, or, my left ovary is a little bit tender today, or whatever. And that's always really good to then go back to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially when you're seeing specialists, because they always ask, how's your cycle? How's your pain been?
And you kind of go numb.
Sit there and you're like, what?
Yeah.
But if you have it written down and you can be like, yes, okay, I've got my app. I can see when I've had my period, what day of my cycle, when, like, I've been in pain. Yeah. It's very helpful.
Yeah.
Even there's something about, even though it's an app, telling the app.
I know. Like,
getting it out. Yeah. It's like something in that.
Yeah, exactly. Or even, like, if you prefer to write, you could just write down. Like, if you
Definitely. Journaling. Yeah.
So I think that's really good too.
Definitely. I think so. But yeah, I feel like tracking your symptoms is, such a good one. And then I feel like workplace strategies, like how to manage it in the workplace, can be hard too, depending on your workplace.
Yeah, and it can be quite daunting trying to have those conversations with your manager or whoever it is as well. Yeah. But I think it's really important to try and
to
set boundaries
set boundaries. Even there's something in letting them know what you're going through. I know it can be really hard, especially if you are a woman and you're in a, like, management position yourself. It is nice for people to know what is going on so they can better understand you. And also people want to be there and they want to support you.
Exactly.
So I think...
And a lot of the time people don't know how to support you unless you speak up. So that kind of almost flows on to, like, advocating for yourself.
Definitely.
In the workplace, in appointments, wherever it is, advocating for yourself is really hard. And that's also something that we need to touch on in a completely different episode, because I think as women we're kind of taught to
be grateful and shut up.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely going to be a whole episode, because even for women who don't have endometriosis.
Oh yeah.
It's
just women advocating for themselves needs to be spoken about. So, but just advocating for yourself in life is really important.
Yeah. I feel like another one is having those fertility conversations. Like, no matter how old you are while you're going through your endometriosis journey, there will be a point where you will be thinking about your fertility, because it will be, your specialist will let you know, or your GP, that not all women with endometriosis struggle to have a baby.
That's right.
But it can be a struggle.
Yeah.
So, but also not to feel, again, stop. You don't have to do anything straight away.
No.
Take your time.
And your surgeon a lot of the time will ask you, what are your plans with kids? And you don't have to have an answer then and there.
No.
And you don't even have to have thought about it then and there either. And don't let that beat you up too much either, because they're just, doing their job at the end of the day. And there are so many options.
There's so many. I was going to say there's so many options, and you don't have to know what to do at the time, and you don't have to rush in and do anything. Even if, like for me, she wanted to take both fallopian tubes. You don't have to say yes. It's your body, your choice, and you do have every right, and there's nothing wrong with getting a second, third, fourth opinion. It's even better if you do.
I agree. Absolutely.
So if something doesn't feel right for you, definitely get another opinion.
Yeah.
Especially after your surgery. If you wake up and it's 2 weeks, a month, 8 months down the track, and you're like, wait, something just doesn't feel right with what my surgeon said or how I felt after the surgery or how I'm tracking or the care post-surgery, go get a second opinion.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear from you, or if you just want to talk to someone about how to navigate that, or advocating for yourself, or talking to your workplace.
Because it can also feel quite scary going and getting a second opinion, because you're like,
scary.
This person said this, but I don't believe them. Like, it doesn't really feel right to go and do that. But like, coming from someone who's done that, it really is a good thing to do if you're not feeling so sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, like it really helped me.
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
Yeah, so
ultimately
don't feel bad.
Change your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I think it is scary on the getting the second opinion that you just don't want to think that your surgeon did the wrong thing in your, like they've operated on you, they've been in your body, and you don't even want to think that you're going to go to someone else and be like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
And be like, what did they even do?
Exactly.
Because you've just forked out all this money.
And that nothing's been done.
They've opened you up in a major surgery, and then, it can be that's quite a lot.
Yeah. And you almost feel like you're kind of burdening someone going and getting a second opinion like I did. I was like, God, am I making this up? Am I just being like sensitive? Like what's going on with me? It was like I was always questioning myself, but I think you've always got to trust your gut.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So if you really feel like something's not right, go and get that second opinion. There is nothing wrong with that.
Definitely. And sometimes you might not even see it. It might be a loved one or a partner that might say, would you get in a second opinion? Because they're also listening to those conversations. Like you bought Day and I bought Henry. Like they hear things differently to you can hear them.
Exactly.
So bringing that second person to those follow-up appointments is so important.
I took my mum to my my appointment pre-surgery with my new surgeon. And that was really helpful because as much as I can tell her, I don't think she quite understood what I was really going through.
Yeah.
And after the appointment, she was like, oh, my God, because he explained so much about what was going on in my body and what endometriosis is and all of these things. And that was really helpful. So if you feel like you're in a situation where maybe your parents or your loved one doesn't quite understand, it's so beneficial for them too to go to those appointments.
Yeah, that's such a good point.
Because my mum was like, oh, my God, I can't believe that's in your body. Like that's full on,
Yeah.
It was a real eye-opener for her, I think. And
yeah, that's such a good point.
Yeah. So not only is it helpful for you to have them there, but it's also really helpful for them to be there.
Yeah, to understand. And to then give you that level of support that you need.
Because like no one can explain it better than a surgeon.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I think we just really want to make the point as well, like you don't have to beat endo. You just have to understand like your version of living with it.
Exactly.
And it will look different to you than it will to us.
Yeah. I feel like endo looks different on everybody.
On everyone. So I feel like when I came to terms with like, I can't beat this, like I'm not going to beat it. I'm living with it and it's like a new friend.
Exactly.
And we're learning each other's quirks.
I love that.
And she has a lot of quirks.
She has a lot of quirks and she lives in my body rent-free.
She lives in my body. Yeah. She has free reign.
She kind of takes over sometimes. But that's a really, really good point. I think, you know, it's like this isn't the end. When you get your diagnosis, it's not like it's not the end. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. And you're learning to get, you know, you're learning to know your new body and getting used to it. And you can do it better than anyone else ever could.
100%. And it's actually also, though all this is going on, there's something beautiful in the fact that now you're stopping for a minute and you are connecting with yourself, especially for me, someone that didn't. And now I'm forced to listen to my body. And when I don't, my body will let me know and be like, hang on a second, no.
Yeah, you're not listening to me.
You're not listening to me. And to just come back to myself and ground myself and actually take care of yourself.
It really does slow you down. And sometimes it's actually, that's a good thing.
Yeah. And you don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah. And if you feel like you're doing things and you go, oh, like it's not working, or you feel a little bit beaten up about it, like you're not doing anything wrong.
No.
The learning, like we're both still learning and we've been dealing with this for years. It is a constant learning curve and that's fine.
And I think a huge thing is like, which you touched on, which I didn't think about, was like it's maybe not the right thing at the wrong time.
I agree.
So like it's okay if you're like, that didn't work for me, or I feel worse, but it works for someone else. It's okay. You can come back to it. Yeah. And you can go to someone else.
Even in a year's time. Yeah. If you're like, I might just touch on that again.
Yeah.
Because it might in that time then be like, oh my God, this is really resonating with me.
Exactly.
And it even goes back to getting second opinions. Like maybe it is a new naturopath, or you want to try a different dietitian, or you want to go and get acupuncture, or whatever it may be. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the right thing at the wrong time is a very big thing I resonate with.
Yeah, I think that's huge and so important.
I guess our point here is, I think we're just going like here, there, and everywhere. There's so much to touch on. Our point here is just give yourself time. There's so much to take in. There are so many different words of advice that people will give you, and take it on, listen, but don't feel like you have to do it all.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to do it all. I think that's a huge one. Yeah. Just stop and take a minute.
You don't have to do any of it.
Yeah. In fact, we highly recommend in your first 2 weeks, don't do anything.
Yeah. Don't do anything.
Don't do anything except eat the soup, milk the recovery.
Yeah.
Get your partner to bring you lots of teas.
Exactly.
Just rest, binge the shows. Maybe we need to do like a binge-worthy shows.
Yeah, I think so. I have got so many on my sleeve.
Yeah. So like maybe we do it on the Instagram, like binge-worthy shows for post-surgery. Because
I actually love this.
Your mind always goes blank when you're like, I finally have time to watch all the shows. And then you're like, wait, what are they?
Yeah, that's actually, let's do that for everyone. That's a really nice idea.
Okay, let's do that.
And I feel like you need like lighthearted, funny things that you can kind of like go to sleep and come back to, and it's, we've got this.
And if you feel out of it and you feel really grossed up, like it's okay. Yeah. It's normal. Maybe buy a little something to make yourself feel good. Yeah. Whether it's a new candle, a cup of tea.
New socks.
Oh my God, I love
So you
new
can't
socks.
really put them on yourself, but you're like, someone can put them on for you.
Someone can put them on. So we just wanted to end this episode with just our top post-surgery tips for while you're still in the hospital, in your home, when you're coming out of surgery. I feel like mine was when you're after the surgery, you have to have your first pee before they release you.
This is after you've had a catheter in for a few days.
And it can be your bladder, I didn't know, but your bladder actually turns off when you have the catheter in. So it's like your body is remembering how to pee. And it took me a really, really long time. I think it was like day 3, and I had a change of nurses, and the other nurse was like, oh my God, you still haven't peed. Like, this is not okay. So she sat me in the bathroom, ran the tap, and she just said, I'm going to leave you in here with the water running and just focus on the water. And that really helped, especially coming home, because I didn't realize as well, can take weeks for your bladder to become back to normal.
Yeah.
So I would sit there. To me. Yeah. Sit there with the water running. I know it's such a waste of water, but it is
helps.
something.
And you've got to get rid of that
help.
pee, because it's not good to just sit in there.
And if you do have bladder endometriosis, like endometriosis on your bladder, it can actually be still difficult to pee and be uncomfortable. So I still do find that helps me sometimes.
Me too.
And
I always have urgency. Like I always feel like I need to pee and then I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you get that too?
Yeah, I get that. And then I also get I can't empty completely.
I feel like that too. It's like I really have to like
it's really hard. But then you shouldn't squeeze, apparently. You're supposed to like breathe and like breathe it out. But it's so hard.
Oh,
so I
didn't
find
know
that yeah, you're not supposed to because it's the pelvic physio told me because you're then clenching all your muscles, which actually closes where you're supposed to be opening and releasing it.
That makes so much sense.
If you do have endo on your bladder, it just can be challenging.
It can be.
Anyway, that's my top tip.
Mine would be if you've got like a long like wheat pack, like a heat pack, the wheat ones, take that with you and get them. If they've got a microwave, which they should do.
They definitely would. Yeah. Surely.
Get them to heat it up because I think we've said this before, but the gas pain in your shoulders is like so full on. And I just laid there with a heat pack over my neck and shoulders the whole time.
Yes.
And some hospitals don't have heat packs.
No, some hospitals don't. Sometimes they have a warm like a blanket warmer.
Oh, the blankets were really, yes. Ask for warm blankets just to put over your neck and shoulders.
Every hospital should have warm blankets, and that's a good one for when you're waking up and you're cold. Definitely ask them for warm blankets.
Warm blankets are amazing.
Because that can really help. But that's a good one, doing the heat pack. Because I did warm blankets, but I could have used that heat pack. And the weight of the heat pack as well really would help.
Yeah. Another one as well, peppermint tea.
Yes.
Is really good for the gas tip, the shoulder tip pain.
Which is so odd, isn't it? You're like, how is peppermint tea helpful? But it really does help.
And along with peppermint tea, D-gas tablets, because they're pretty much just peppermint capsules.
Yes.
They are amazing for the pain. So
even now, just highly recommend D-gas tablets, especially if you're having abdominal pain.
I carry it in my handbag everywhere I go.
Huge, especially if you're traveling as well. If you're someone that has to travel for work or you're just going on a trip on the plane because the pressure in your stomach, D-gas tablets is really good for that too.
Yes.
I definitely recommend as well a pillow, 2 pillows
for the car ride home.
Big one.
You cannot. You need that pillow like for the front. Yeah. Put your seatbelt over.
100%.
No one tells you that.
No one tells you that.
Actually, I think Dane brought a pillow with him the first time. Like he thought of that.
I got it from, I think, the How to Endo book.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure she had it in there.
She does have it in there.
But I'm someone that I can't sleep without my pillow. So I take it with me everywhere I travel anyway. So that's a good one for the hospital as well because their pillows aren't always that comfortable. And if you do love your pillow, get your partner to take it or your loved one to take it to the hospital because you'll just have a better night's sleep on your own pillow.
Yeah.
And it's so traumatic. So
it's so traumatic.
It's a bit comforting.
Being in those beds, having something of your own really does help.
It really helps.
And another thing that I really appreciated bringing with me was my headphones.
Yes, especially if you are unable to have a private room.
Yeah, even if you're not watching anything, just having something in your ears because, the beeping of all the machines, people coming in and checking on you every few hours. Yeah. It is quite nice just to be able to zone out. And then if you are wanting to watch something or whatever, then you can watch something of your own rather than just on the telly I think they can watch like news.
Yeah, you can watch news.
So like take your iPad or something.
Yeah, definitely take your iPad.
But they're probably our main. Do you have any more tips?
I feel like they're like the
lip
main
balm.
Ones. Oh my God, lip balm. Your lips are so dry.
Your lips are so dry.
Yeah, they're really dry. Your face is dry too, moisturized. There's like a whole thing. We need to do a packing list.
We do.
For the hospital.
We're actually working on something fun at the moment.
We are working on something fun. I can't wait to share.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. But I feel like they're like our top tips. Again, please reach out. We'd love to help you if you are going in for surgery, just to give you some advice or some tips. But we hope that we've said something today that makes you feel seen and helps you on your journey and post-surgery, because post-surgery is a lot. No one prepares you for it. You're just so excited to get in there and figure out what's going on.
Exactly.
That you don't think about the after.
Yeah. So we really hope this has helped. And if you've got, any questions, like Tash said, please just reach out. We really, really love hearing from you. Like, it makes my day, if not week,
Honestly,
when you guys message. Like, I love it.
I know. It's so good just to know that we're helping people and yeah. Or any feedback. We'd love it. Anything you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, just one thing. Sorry. No, we're wrapping up and there's just one thing. But you had this in your, I remember you telling me your first surgery, they tried to kick you out.
Yeah. The first two, actually.
First two. If you do not feel ready to leave, you do not have to leave, and definitely advocate for yourself or have a loved one that you've briefed beforehand that if they don't feel confident in taking you home, to fight to stay in.
Yes, because you can.
You can. And the nurses will, even for me, my surgeon had already pre-spoken to them about I had to stay in for 2 days. So the nurses, when I came out, they made comments like, oh, she should be fine to go, but Dr. Wan wants her to stay. And it's like, even comments like that make you feel like you should leave. No, do not leave. You need to be in the hospital.
I think they called Dane the second time round and he was like, I'm not coming to get her. Like, put her in an Uber if that's what you want. Like, I'm not coming to get her. She needs to stay.
That's the only way he could be like, no.
Yeah, which, it's not cool.
No, like it is, again, like it's not just minor surgery. They are doing a lot. And if you do not feel okay to go home, do not go home.
It takes me days to be able to stand up.
Definitely.
So, if they say, you should be able to go and you don't feel like you can, you don't have to.
You do not have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.